if we don't snap ourselves out of these psychological forms of torture, these programs, these conditions that we've all been taught, if we don't snap ourselves out of that, the way that this world is going to be a horrible, horrible place.
Even if you tried, you wouldn't understand it. Maybe something's missing inside of you. Just a bit of sugar to that horrid bitter. Maybe you taste different. Hold up, baby. I can sit beside you while you're going on about.
So, what's really screwed up about our society, about humanity as a collective, is that we are naturally born with these innate abilities to love and to have our intuition and to trust our intuition and to be kind and to just have this caring, loving spirit. And it is the system and those in society that have also been programmed by the system that make us doubt these things, that change our perspective on life, that take away these innate abilities within us for survival. We are out here suffering because we are all trying to survive. And that's really messed up. So if you could do one thing, two things, just be kind, try love your human. Also, teach your children to be kind, to not bully, to not make fun of, to not see other people that may be different as weak or less than. Just try love. Try loving yourself. If we don't snap ourselves out of these psychological forms of torture, these programs, these conditions that we've all been taught, if we don't snap ourselves out of that, the way that this world is going to be a horrible, horrible place. Look at the way it is already. We're so divided. But it all starts with you. It starts with each person individually to change their perspective, to try to be better to themselves, love themselves, and not be a victim to something that they were inflicted with. You didn't choose that. You didn't choose to be a victim, so why are you choosing to be a victim? If you didn't choose to be victimized, you didn't choose whatever the case may be, whatever has happened in your life, you may not have chose that, and you probably didn't. Victims don't choose to be victimized. But you do have a choice not to be a victim. We need to learn how to snap ourselves out of these psychological frames of torture. These psychological forms look like ideologies, they look like beliefs, they look like perspectives, they look like ideas, anything that your mind perceives of, anything that is a perception, that the way you shape the world. But you have to look within to change that. The external world is not going to change that. The external world is actually going to reinforce those sickening beliefs and those sickening, torturing forms of sickness. I don't know what else to call it. So, it starts with each person individually. It starts with you learning how to change your perspective, learning how to love yourself better, and then practice being kind to other people. People hate because they feel hated, period. We are hated by our government, we are hated by our system, we are hated by kids at school, we are hated by whatever it is. Social media. But you're not hated by the divine. So remember that. The divinity of the divine is the divinity within you. Just try to remember that, and that is the same with other people too. So if you can look at them like that, you'll have a better chance of being kind. This world is screwed up, and it's sad. It's very sad. I choose to talk about these things, and I choose to have a care for these things, because it's never going to change if we all deny it and ignore it and avoid it. If we all just focus on these false ass I choose to talk about these things because it's freaking important. The way things are the way they are is because everybody ignores it, everybody denies it, nobody has a voice anymore to stand up for the things that really matter. We're all worried about making money, getting stuff, getting views, getting clicks, getting whatever the frick it is. And we've lost what really matters. We've lost our values, our morals, our kindness, our compassion. But you don't have to. You can gain it all back. Those are innate abilities that we are born with. So I hope this made sense, and I hope this helps. And remember that you are loved. I love you. Try love. Love your human.